tutti, sono sempre io, Mat10, e oggi nel secondo account continuiamo a fare la missione dell'archon. Adesso siamo a Inazuma. Vai a registrarti al punto di controllo al confine insieme a Toma. E in pratica vi avviso che non posso uscire da Ritu perché devo appunto avere una specie di permesso di viaggio e non posso uscire, e bisogna fare una cosa un po' difficilina che ho fatto nel primo account. Beh, nel primo account però non ci ho messo tanto, però non era semplicissimo, che dovevo sconfiggere tipo dei nemici e dovevo portare una specie di coso entro un certo tempo. Parliamo con Kageyama.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of... You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in a court... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are the entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time.
I just wanted to
I see. Okay. You're...
Benvenuto Ritu.
The Outlander Affairs Agency.
Agenzia degli affari esteri.
They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have.
Vi ricordo che la missione
Let's not
l'ho
forget that's
iniziata
an
già
everyday folk in Inazuma.
nello scorso
People,
video,
as the word
perché
suggests,
il mio obiettivo
Outlanders aren't
era
very
arrivare
welcome
fino
in
a Inazuma.
Inazuma with the Sokoku
Scusate,
decree
ma
in
c'è gente
force.
che mi fa male, non so per quale ragione il dito rosso, scusate.
Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. Now, let's head
Dobbiamo
over to the
arrivare
Outlander.
all'agenzia degli affari esteri,
Most of the current rules were put in.
che appunto ok, è questa qua, ok.
A Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Eureka. Sì, comunque mi sono già messo Electro, come potete ben vedere.
You've completed the entry procedures, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be
2 million? For a processing fee?
2 milioni.
That's right.
Demora.
1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your
Ma'am, these two here are good.
Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to...
Thank you ever so. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 Mora should cover it
Solo
if I'm paying
600,
on their
ok.
behalf.
Sì, per coprire
I'll treat you to dinner too.
too.
How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain!
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma.
Fare essere si è occupata della domanda di residenza senza intoppi. Però non credo che sia finita qua, ragazzi.
She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas...
Then they'll milk them for all their...
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from
infatti,
home, and
appunto,
the
vi
most
ricordo che
that overseas
appunto non si
merchants
poteva
can do to
neanche
look
andare
after
da lì a
themselves,
Inazuma,
that's
erano
how the
chiuse
International
le
Trade
cose.
Association came up.
So it's a trade association built...
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests. The
No,
association provides help, support, and structure for outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skill.
Sounds like just
I see. So this is the real... After all, the Raiden Shogun
L'entità
is the
più
most
amata e
exalted and
rispettata di
revered one in
Inazuma.
all of
Bene.
Inazuma. She is a deity who... I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch? Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to
Really? What?
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal. Connections come at a high price. You understand?
Not you.
No. In this instance, when I say in fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, So you have to trade fake.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to... Here's the situation. As I touched upon
Come, ci ho
earlier,
detto
the
prima, i
members
membri
of the
dell'associazione di
International Trade
commercio
Association
internazionale sono
are
in costante
constantly struggling to
difficoltà.
Recently, things seem to have
Di
gotten more
recente le cose
difficult than
si
ever
sono
for
fatte
them, so
ancora
just
più
go and check
complicate
things
per
out.
loro.
See if
Quindi
there's any
andate
way
e
you can
vedete
help.
se c'è qualcosa che potete fare per
The head of this
aiutarli.
association is called
Si chiama
Caricio, and
Curiso.
he's a good friend of mine.
Ed è un mio caro
Go
amico,
talk to
andate da
him.
lui, vi aspetterò qua. Vai associazione di commercio internazionale, si apre la situazione dei membri. Eccolo qua, Curiso.
Oh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose. Good. That's a relief.
We heard the association has been...
Yes. Left, right, and
The Sakoku decree certainly...
but it's not the root cause of our woes. No. Those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions,
That's right. They impose They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason,
Per qualche
completely
ragione
changes the way we
completamente
pay our
il nostro modo di
taxes.
pagamento.
It used to
Prima
be
chiedevano
Mora,
Mora,
but now it's
adesso
something
qualcosa
called
chiamato
Crystal
modello
Marrow.
cristallino.
Crystal Marrow.
Something that most
il modello
eventually.
cristallino
One
è
of
una
the
specie
older
di
Liyue merchants
minerale che
recalled
si
that he
trova
once shipped a batch of it to
nell'isola quella di
Snezhnaya in his youth.
Tempesta, se
So,
non
in order to
sbaglio.
pay our taxes, we began it, but then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger Now there's only one vendor who even has it. Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that we've tried but this is a nation where the cries of a few
Tutte le lamentele
struggling
di un paio di
merchants will
mercanti in
never be
difficoltà
heard over
scompaiono
the
sotto il costante
ever-present
vuoto dei
roar
tuoni.
Fontaine, my dear homeland.
Sì, perché
I miss you an
effettivamente,
awful lot
ragazzi,
at the moment.
Curiso, si può vedere un po' dai vestiti, lui è di Fontaine.
Sounds awful. What do you think we should do? But Cariso's the head of the association, and even he hasn't had...
Right, and besides,
Okay. Well, we...
that vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he's...
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him?
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is
Il
under
punto
a
di
tree by
incontro
the
secondo me
coast
è
in the
vicino alla costa
residential
del quartiere
district.
residenziale.
See if you can find...
Got it. We're on...
Bene, trova il mercante che vende il modello cristallino.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, they're wasting their time.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's...
That was quick.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is... Oh, that... He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after...
You're saying he used to be...
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business. When Inazuma closed to the
Beh, anche
outside
Toma
world,
comunque
he
non
was
è
one of a
Mondstadt,
group
perché
of
non lo
Outlanders.
sapesse. Se non
The
sbaglio.
International Trade Association
O è
was
nato
initially
o
very
comunque ha
generous to
origine di
him.
Mondstadt.
So he left the association.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people...
Really? Is that...
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a...
Conosci nuovamente le trattative con la...
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? Goodness, I can sense it now. So, the scent of Mondstadt. Oh, my hometown. The home of...
It's work...
So, trying to play my hearts... Huh? What is this?
Just close your eyes already.
You mean the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. Xiao lanterns.
This guy has a really active imagination.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart. You mean the folks from the... Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen. I've run into folks from the association more... Don't you think I've wanted...
Well...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do it. All right, I'll tell you the whole story.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time. So come on, get it off your chest. What?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigar. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that
It's plain evil.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. Evidence? Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always... As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago.
Really? Well, then there's no...
Prova le tracce di Keijiro. Ok.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Oh.
What could he be doing at a place like...
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't
Ah, sembra che aveva seppellito qualcosa. Vediamo.
Whoa, it's boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora. Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking
Registro
for.
chiaro e comune di ogni
A
singola
clear and
transazione.
complete record of
Però
every
computabile
single
e
transaction.
sfogliate.
Great. Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go.
I'll...
Huh?
I need a little more time.
Huh. Poor Werner.
Vabbè.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sale...
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to...
Huh? Is this true? You've been swindled...
Well, you...
Let me take a look at the ledger.
Chiuso ad alta voce tutte le transazioni nel registro.
Well, would you look at that? So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do.
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige.
Huh? Is that a threat?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be...
Well, even if what you say...
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession. Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation.
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I...
And not even an ounce of shame.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now.
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck...
I'm sick of being pushed around like...
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare...
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue.
A helping hand. The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned...
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve...
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my...
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may...
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young...
Ah, quello che ha il ventaglio di
lady of our
Yaka.
clan some
Oh,
courtesy.
oh, sì.
You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the
That fan. The Shirasagi Himegimi.
Personaggi in
I don't need any trouble with her.
But she...
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that...
Thank you so much, Toma.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more
Anche
than
Toma
welcome.
comunque come
If
personaggio è
there's
molto
anyone you should be
simpatico.
thank, if nothing else, I'm...
Toma?
Shh, not here. Too many people listen.
Andiamo da un'altra parte. Parla con Toma.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Non vorrei dire una cavolata, ma secondo me è il nome in codice per Ayaka, perché sappiamo tutti che Ayaka è fittata con i ventagli. Infatti come arma, a parte una spada, c'ha un
Your true
ventaglio.
identity. So, the Yashiro Commission.
Correct. The Kamisato
Tra
clan is
l'altro
the
prima è
head of
uscita
the Yashiro
Ayaka
Commission,
e
who
poi
manage
poco
ceremonial
prima
and cultural
di...
affairs.
Non so se era poco
I'd
prima di
go into
Sumeru,
more
poco
detail
prima
on
di
what
Fontaine è
exactly that
uscito
covers, but
Ayato.
I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan.
Seems like she must be super...
Oh, most definitely.
Infatti Ayato
She's
nell'arco
graceful,
questo non
dignified,
c'è,
and
perché al
kind-hearted
momento
too.
ancora non...
The people of Inazuma
non
quite
sapeva
adore
neanche
her
chi fosse.
fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that.
Sono altre
Take
cose,
me, for
appunto,
example.
Toma,
I'm
diciamo
just
che è
an
un
attendant,
domestico
and yet she
del
treats me as
del
an
clan,
equal, as she would a
clan di
friend.
Kamisato.
You're asking the right questions. And to be honest, I don't want... Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake.
Comunque
I
io non so
spent the better
cos'è
part
un
of a month
mediatore.
tirelessly
Non so
building up...
cosa sia.
Still pretty good going for just a month.
Well, maybe Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't... So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation.
Quindi
She's excited to find out whether the rumors
Ayaka
are
ha sentito
true.
della nostra intenzione di venire
That
in
is,
Inazuma.
that you have...
Change the tide of the time?
In the test I gave you earlier, although the navigating powerful people, using their... With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree... That's an unexpected development.
Incontrare la sua corrente
Yes,
nel
of
nostro
course.
scopo.
Tom?
Anche se un primo incontro
my
con
work on
Shogura
Ritsu is
non
done.
andrà proprio
Oh, one
benissimo.
more thing. This good luck with...
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh?
C'è un problema?
What's up?
Gli stranieri non possono... Appunto, noi non possiamo lasciare di tu ancora.
Did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komura Well,
Quindi, ovviamente ragazzi non è finita, adesso bisogna andare di là, prova ad andartene, ovviamente però non possiamo andarcene. Ah, ok. Perché appunto c'è questo tizio qua e anche altri che ti impediscono di
Stop
uscire.
there. Present.
sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is.
As a traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and guess it can't hurt to try? Who knows? Maybe...
Ok, quindi vai all'ufficio del commissario di Kanju per chiedere come lasciare Ritu. Ok, quindi bisogna andare di qua. Ok.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office.
We're here to see,
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in.
Did you get all that?
My sincere apologies.
Quindi parla con Shinsuke della commissione Kanju.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and Head.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide.
So what you're saying...
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to not...
Exactly!
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor.
E avete
Even beat
sconfitto
one
uno
of
dei
their
loro
harbingers
messaggeri.
in
Sì,
a
abbiamo
duel.
sconfitto Tartaglia,
Is that true?
Child,
Whoa! You heard
principe come
about
lo
that?
volete chiamare.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply... Rito is greatly... One other thing I heard about you is
E
your
poi,
great
ovviamente, per
zeal
chi
for
non lo
helping other
sapesse,
people.
ma credo che lo sappiamo tutti,
This makes me
Tartaglia
wonder
è stato,
whether you
possiamo
might
dire,
be
è stato
so kind as to
addestrato
render
da
your
Skirt,
assistance.
che appunto uscirà a giorni.
Problem? Whatever you need, right?
Excellent. You must know the Qingxin.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before.
Yes, bring me 300 Qingxin, would you? Freshly picked, I
300
mean.
Xinxin.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble, is it? Then how about this? We have a few...
That sounds...
709 letters to be
Hey, what gives?
terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
Ah sì, ora c'è lei che tipo ci aiuterà a uscire, se non
What
sbaglio.
sort of an
dai, tu.
explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit. Don't...
Esci dall'ufficio del commissario. Ah no, ok, usciamo. Va bene. Esci dall'ufficio del commissario di Kanju. Ok.
Halt, you two! Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it.
A letter? Quick, let
Gentile viaggiatori, se solo potessi portarti questo messaggio di persona, mi scuso per i modi sbrigativi con i quali questa lettera ti ha raggiunto e spero non ti abbia fatto sentire perplesso o turbato in alcun modo. Questa è la prima volta che estendo un invito a uno straniero sconosciuto, dopotutto. Non una semplice coincidenza il fatto che le nostre strade si siano incrociate, pertanto spero sarai così gentile da venire da me stanotte, sotto lo splendido bagliore della luna. Non preoccupare dei servitori delle guardie del corpo, mi assicurerò che la loro attenzione si rivolta altrove. Non vedo l'ora di godere del piacere della tua compagnia. Sembra più una lettera d'amore questa, ma vabbè.
So this means she wants you to secretly meet, but you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on, huh?
Vabbè, sembrava palesemente una lettera d'amore comunque. Incontra i raggi Kisato, che appunto è la ragazza che abbiamo visto prima, che si nascondeva. Bene. Veramente sembrava una lettera d'amore più che una lettera di...
You finally arrived. This is technically the second time we have met. It's a
Wow, she's the daughter of the...
No need to be so formal. I've long marked...
Is it Paimon or does some...
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is... Well...
Discuss...
I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like father, like daughter.
No, you misunderstand me. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking
Che
to
appunto
get
stiamo
to
cercando di andare
Narukami
all'isola di
Island.
Narukami. E appunto
It
noi
would be
Kisato vogliamo che
regrettable to
consegniamo
let such
una
an
lettera nell'isola di
opportunity pass.
Narukami.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my... To be perfectly honest, as long...
Yeah, we figured as much.
I secretly overheard a conversation. They seem to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. We don't have much time. I'll tell...
Kisato racconta al viaggiatore
Very well.
i suoi piani.
I'll be waiting for you.
Aspetterò al confine. Beh, ora sì che però si fa difficile.
Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods...
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort the shipment personally, are you?
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memories...
Yes, of course, my lady.
Now, need I remind you of the penalty? Do you really presume that you can...
Boy, Chisada.
Yes, my lady.
Shinojo, you can't...
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi.
Yes, but that's not...
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest...
Yes, my lady.
Bene ragazzi, ora però sì che si sta facendo difficile. Sì, non era
We can take
facilissimo.
refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may... In my letter, I've requested...
My lady?
So that's how it is.
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything.
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
The one you love?
Shinojo, did you...
What? No, I was...
Chi è
You
che
two
ama?
needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I'll...
Yes, of course.
But what will happen?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me.
Huh. Paimon never says...
I wish you a safe journey.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
Oh,
Perché vabbè. Yeah, adesso ragazzi, prima di tutto God Avventura 32 e ora finalmente possiamo andare nel stato di Narukami. Il permesso di viaggio a quanto pare ce l'ha fatto Chisato. Quindi ragazzi ci vediamo quando siamo arrivati a Inazuma. Sì, è un pochino lontano. Già arrivati.
According to the letter...
Sorry, we don't serve the general public.
Wait! We're...
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering out...
Are our clothes really so...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House.
Well, that sounds more like it.
E ora dovremmo incontrare un soggetto, ma adesso il cane, che dovrebbe chiamarsi tipo Toromaru. Ecco Toma.
Well, now that we're here... Paimon doesn't see him anywhere.
Oh, ma è nascosto lì
Do you
dietro.
think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd
Sì,
forgotten
ma
about
che
me.
Sì, ma che Toma si è fermato nel cane, invece no, lei è lì dietro, dentro la
What? Is that
Mancone.
dog talking to us?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time... Huh. So you didn't see anything like this?
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
All right. I've had my fun.
Hey, you're this close to getting an ugly nickname.
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when... But in all seriousness, I would like... It helped us determine whether or not to bring...
Don't think that...
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself... Naturally, this is due to your unwavering... A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck... So his light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. But before that, there is one other place...
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically...
Ah sì, lì, quello lì, la statua dell'archon di Elettro. Quello che sta qua, sì, ok.
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably... Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or...
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are...
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you
E poi
first
sappiamo che
that
nella
Mondstadt is the
prossima
city
Archon
of freedom,
Quest
and
Toma
Mia is the
sarà
city of contracts.
verrà giustiziato appunto dalla Shogunate appunto nella cosa della caccia alle visioni, però noi salviamo Toma. Ci sacrifichiamo,
As for
diciamo, per salvare
Inazuma,
Toma.
it's known as the Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most... The eternity in question? As such, she relies on the Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. Perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden and this statue of the omnipresent god can be...
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that...
Only outlanders such as yourself, and yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt Decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like you're...
Sound? What sound? I didn't...
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
Aspirations? Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person... So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. All right, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Beh, la residenza dei Kamisato, sì ragazzi, è piuttosto lontana.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh?
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guest.
Is this the Shirazage Himegimi? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato... Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission.
Makes sense.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. And Toma assures me that at present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot Traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh.
See, milady, it's just like I said. This...
No, please! Wait! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must...
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them.
Bisogna ascoltare come è stato Yaka mentre racconta la storia delle 3 persone che avevano perso
A
le loro
warrior
visioni.
who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree.
Correct. Please do all you can.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Dai, cosa bisogna fare adesso? Ok, andiamo al villaggio con... Bisogna fare questi 3 cosi. Uffa, va bene.
Let's see. Where's the...
Why are you doing this? Why leave...
Precisely. It's much too... The children are desperate for you to...
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about.
Chiedi notizie alla folla.
Ah, you must also be here to... Teijima has protected this place, keeping out the treasure hoarders, vending... But now... Oh, we will gladly apologize if that's...
If you want my opinion, it's clear that Teijima had done nothing wrong. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here...
Seems like he's a well-respected... You must be Teijima. So what's made you want to up and leave all...
Me? It's not a question of why true. And what made me want to come here, third? I don't have answers to those questions, because in the past, I knew I wanted to stay here.
Okay. Well, in that case, if you can't... Oh! Maybe if you just try a little hard...
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some...
I keep a diary.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more,
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving,
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary.
Io devo trovare il diario. Trovo gli indizi sulla memoria di Tejima. Quello che è.
This looks like Tejima's diary, all right. Let's see what we have today. The villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned today. I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon. Before finding out that I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never... Seems like you're... Huh? Wait, I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Oma Mor... Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. So this is the... interesting. Look, but anyway, if he had this with him, all... Here we are! The soil looks like it's been... Must be something pretty... It looks like... Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? So but he's been here for 30 years. Well, let's go.
Ragazzi, ho dovuto mettere controller per la vista elementare, che non so come si fa con la tastiera, mentre con il controller so come si fa, quindi ora mettiamo... Sì, perché nel secondo account uso la tastiera, visto che tanto nel secondo account stiamo imparando a fare l'art con questo.
Well, I'll be... At certain... Still... It's over the years, I must have made a note.
Sì, lo so, ragazzi, sta diventando lungo
How could I
questo
have
video, però...
forgotten something so...
Non
Love?
posso fare niente.
Regrets? No. After all, I've forgotten who she was. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. I think...
E
Although...
quindi dici, ma forse resterà qua.
When I think about it like that, how curious. I shall remain here.
Tejima seems to be dealing... okay. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Tomo were saying. That certainly explains... At least we were able to...
Andiamo a cercare il prossimo. 2 di 3, se non
According to Miss
sbaglio.
Kamisato...
Stavolta è all'interno dell'Inazuma.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and... But why would they take act... Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you... The entire clan is counting on that food.
How many times do I have to say it?
You dare deceive us? You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this. Oh, huh? And who are you?
What? We heard the commotion and came...
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. No one seems to care about us. We used to think it's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked. Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa.
I've never even heard of these emergencies. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to black. My own family can barely get by as it is. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my
Come
vision.
l'altro, quindi loro
And they said I was
appunto
slacking
tolto
off in my
la
work.
caccia alle visioni, vision out the key.
Apparently,
E ora per
I'd
colpa
even
della Shogun
disappointed
non
the
hanno più la
right
visione.
Shogun.
Ah, ora credo di aver
And
capito.
that's why they confiscated
Quindi
my
dopo
vision.
toccherà Toma, però noi lo salveremo. E a Toma resterà sempre il Piro.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the vision.
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I will perform certain... And it's not just that.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency?
I didn't take any. Like I said, to top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders. Which, if you don't believe me, go find the...
Huh. But we better confirm. Look, we should be able to follow their tracks.
E impedisce ai viaggiatori di saccheggiare la casa di Kurosawa.
We really outdid ourselves. All those samurai houses packed with good... You haven't seen anything yet. Today's just the beginning. I'll be You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. Come on, boss. Think of... Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
So what did you see in...
Food supplies. I didn't want anyone else to see it. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little boss...
You've got a deal. Now
Huh? What the... There's nothing in here but...
Yeah, and they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of the... As for you guys, you're free to go. Just...
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Shut it.
Non ho capito cosa c'era dentro. Parla con Aoi nell'emporio e scopri cosa è successo.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Or perhaps there's something... Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take...
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get it. How did Kurosawa end up owing you...
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase... However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently.
So that's how he was But why did he have to purchase a usual amount?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment, so he deemed it necessary to take...
Wow. Kurosawa, no one ever appreciated what he did.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told... Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some. As for why he chose to spend his own if you're still curious, why don't you... I see. That were most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt...
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? I've asked him about its origin. In hindsight, why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Oh, but before...
But we did...
Information... Don't worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing...
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again.
E torniamo da Kurosawa, a quanto pare. Bisogna fare sempre avanti dietro e siamo già a 56 minuti. Ovviamente senza aver visitato nessuna parte. Ma io pensavo molto di più. Non so, tra parlare con Toma, parlare con tutti gli altri Ritu, fare tutti i cosi di Ritu, combattere con tutti. Ma io penso che tipo, non so, pensavo un'ora e mezza, no? Invece 50 minuti. Poi ovviamente quando editerò il video e citerò tutte le parti, taglierò delle parti, potrebbe vedere anche uno di 56 minuti.
It turned out to be a real... Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarder?
That just about sums it up. It turns...
Strange. I don't really have any such Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why? But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, and this sword was... I remember once when I was young. I wanted to... What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade and said to me,
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be... Can you recognize the words?
virtue? Somehow those two words seem taking on seemingly endless debts to make, but what use are virtue and justice? The Tenryo Commission sees my vision, and the irony of all of it is, I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally...
Yet another trope. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's... In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah. Fortunately for us, let's go find the next person.
Bene, ora credo che ci sia l'ultima persona che appunto non ha più la visione.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed... Hyman heard that he's the present day... This is his dojo. Luckily, there's...
Nanako, don't worry. Since those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong...
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous before.
It's just because he's been possessed.
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while... Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master, but then we got here and overheard you talk...
From the way you're... Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people... You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still... I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? Sensei's name is Domon. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He once said that his goal was to become the... And so, even while training us... But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken. He says the strangest things. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think... But if I'm honest, I still have...
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
Un
You haven't heard of
che
it?
si trova
It's the
sopra
largest shrine on
quella
Narukami
dove si
Island.
sta Yaemiko.
The head
Dove
shrine
tocca
maiden
nel
is
primo
repeat.
canto.
Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just... The exorcism will take place this evening.
So, losing your vision can cause
Guardate che faccio notte per esorcismo. 18-24.
So you decided to come. It's a good... Just now, when Nanako was... When she asked him who the people were, it looked like he was in great distress. He was... All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. That the ritual has now begun. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away with it.
Ow. Are you sure you're... Unless...
Excuse me? And what are you doing sneaking around?
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with... I don't care to talk about...
His senior?
Anzai. Yes, that's because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else. When we were young, we trained under the same... I had begun training 5 years before. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom, but Domon was different. The first thing he did was Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. I thought so too at the time. Only then did I realize he was consumed by his singular
Sure sounds like he meant...
Because until he arrived, of all the disciples, Domon's arrival changed everything. Later, I heard that he sparred with... After that, I wanted nothing further. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. So you see... Okay, You've heard my story.
Seems like we got it. Still, Paimon's not sure we should...
Andiamo a vedere come procede l'esorcismo.
What? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no but spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, and all is certainly not lost. For I received word not long ago
Lady
that Lady Yae...
Lady Yae? Is that...
the head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's one...
Correct. Lady Yae is I am unable to say for certain whether...
Excuse me, Miss Inagi.
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is... I must leave now, but we will meet soon.
Who'd have thought Lady Yae herself would have taken notice?
Do you mean to say that Sensei is...
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yae, the head shrine... Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei.
Sure! After all, everyone who knows. Maybe we'll be able...
Vai al santuario di Narukami per incontrare Yae Miko. Mamma mia, è tutto così lontano. Bene.
Do you think that's Lady Yae? Oh, no. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look... it was probably...
Keep away. Keep away. I gave up the art of the sword.
As you can see, Lady Yae, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now.
Lady Yae, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But... then...
Yes. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual... As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the lost...
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yae...
Your school practices make stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved?
Lady Yae, I'm not sure I
The path of the sword masters filled with It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible. When that ambition disappeared, he began... Much like...
Poor sensei. To think...
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Anza? Did he follow us the whole...
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you?
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are... It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. Now I know that we can't play, but that is no reason to strip them.
But what if one day I put everything I had into trying to... If there's a chance they'll end up...
Have you asked them what they
Sensei, I can't know whether I want to keep going until the day that I can...
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness.
You see? You being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me. So I can't... So, just as you are not in the same position that I was.
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. But as your sensei, this is my promise.
You can count on that. But I am now used to the life of... Well, don't just stick...
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciple...
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carried... For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child.
Ooh, Lady Ai, she seems super mysterious. We can come back to it.
Possiamo tornare dalla signorina Camisato. E poi credo che la missione sia finita. Poi per continuare dobbiamo fare conoscenza appunto bene con Ayaka e poi mi sembra anche con Yoimiya e poi credo che possiamo continuare alla missione dell'Archon, però ovviamente nel prossimo video qui sarà questo. E dobbiamo incontrare Ayaka di persona.
Guess who fulfilled all your wishes?
Ah, addirittura la Gatchen.
Ayaka!
Huh?
Eccola qua.
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally... I have heard all about how you helped our 3 friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah, Ayaka, how come this time you get to come?
Because now that you have done the 3 things...
Oh, wait a second. But
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is for...
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem...
Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, but I believe that surely you understand. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady.
See? I told you he wouldn't return. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential...
Quanto manca. Come dire che Tomo ti portano nuovamente lasciato da te Comore, o Comore, non so come si pronuncia.
Here we are again.
Please continue without me.
Farò da guardia.
So, what's the deal with this place and...
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's
Oh, Paimon gets it!
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a scene.
In any case, we can talk freely. The almighty Shogun. She inspires awe, commands respect. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of... The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, after all, it is but a tiny minority of people. Because of this, the attitude...
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless, in a...
Resistance? You...
Yes. Many who have lost or... To say a little more about Sangonomiya. Historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems.
L'esercito dell'isola di Watatsumi, con a capo Sangonomiya Kokomi, che appunto era tipo la sacerdotessa dell'isola di Watatsumi. Poi c'è il generale Guru, che è a capo dell'esercito di Sangonomiya, che appunto loro sono contro appunto la Shogun Raiden.
But I do wonder whether they're...
È mai sollevato un'obiezione formale al decreto della caccia alle
Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, they invariably adopt a stance of... It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the show...
Non ho altre domande.
Oh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would...
Have you got a plan yet to fight the
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging... Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being... For example, by providing...
You're telling Paimon that they're...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that Master...
Darn!
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before... Exactly. I feel the same way.
But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, when you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look.
Vai alla parla con... Ok, quindi andiamo alla bottega, che è dove sta Yoimiya. Per chi non lo sapessi, Yoimiya, oltre ad essere fissata con i fuochi d'artificio e così, appunto, lei e suo padre sono dei produttori di fuochi d'artificio. Infatti adesso lui è il padre, quello là.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think you're elemental power, believe me, you're not the first to...
Can't you make an
So this is the vision hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things. Psst. Hey, wait!
Yoimiya.
Huh?
Che c'ha quell'orecchino veramente enorme.
Come on, this way. What's going on? Can't you see we need to go have... Shh, quiet. Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision... Huh? Hey, wait. You do have a vision. Shh. If you don't keep your voice...
All right. Here.
Wise.
What should we do now? He's already... this is your fault.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to...
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your... Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganahara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Great to practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of
Sì,
the
è vero,
summer
la regina del
festival.
festival d'estate.
Without her and her
d'artificio.
Wow, that's quite the...
Stop it, Hanjiro. You as for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking his handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision.
Non so voi, ma a me Yoimiya sembra un po' la Yutao di Inazuma, sinceramente. Anche lei è piuttosto energica, attiva, simpatica.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good...
Secondo me Yoimiya è anche di Yutao di Inazuma.
You don't say. Then it's that if I just march straight in there. So, what about if I join you?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a firework.
Seems like I finally... So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station.
Whoa, talk about...
Not bad, huh?
Time to...
Ok, anche questa volta so cosa bisogna fare. Dobbiamo entrare in un dominio che si trova sotto la stazione di polizia. E se non voglio potremo anche provare Yoimiya, quindi ragazzi non è per niente finita. Infatti diciamo che mo state lì, vedo che sono appunto le prime missioni, quelle che sono le più facili, le più corte. Però dopo che hanno fatto da Inazuma in poi le missioni saranno molto più lunghe. Ok, quello che forse c'è stato un balzo di connessione, Avete visto cosa è successo? Ok, quindi che non resta altro che andare alla stazione di polizia sotto, quindi a sconfiggere, possiamo dire, i poliziotti. Però io pensavo questa parte era dopo questa parte, pensavo. Avviamo e potremmo provare Yoimiya se non sbaglio.
Come on, this way. I certainly wouldn't want to... We should split up.
You sure?
Yes,
Finalmente.
Shh! Quick! Hide! That must be Master Musk.
Did you really think that little trick of lock?
Oh no! Those Tenryo.
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then...
I can't bear to watch.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Kujo Sara.
Ah, ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? That's Kujo Sara, adopted
Figlia
daughter of the
elettiva del
Kujo
clan
clan of the
Kujo della
Tenryo
Consiglia
Commission.
Terro.
She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action...
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm unsure what...
Hey, this is our chance.
Yoimiya, are you sure...
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered.
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks weren't...
Fireworks aren't just for fun. I was...
Whoa!
Yoimiya...
Well, fireworks are my craft after all.
Look, the coast is clear!
Bene, andiamo a vedere come sta.
Yoimiya.
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long.
Masakatsu.
Oh, come on! We've got no time to lose!
No, ci ho scoperto, Sara.
Oh.
Yes, leave. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets... But remember, once he's recovered,
Quando ti
it
sarai
won't be
ripreso,
long
non
until I
passerà
bring
molto
him right
perché io lo
back.
riporti qui.
Well...
Leave this place.
Lightning flash!
Esci dalla stazione di polizia. Scusate ragazzi, quanto manca ancora? Però io veramente questo video sto guardando tantissimo.
We're finally...
Yes.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel?
Don't worry. I think I can...
Thank you. All of you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu.
Bene.
Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujasara. Do you think she was... It seems as though there are some okay people among the... How about we go tell Ayaka and the...
Mamma mia. Ragazzi, sto lavorando tantissimo a sto video. Ovviamente tutto quello che ho fatto nel dominio, ovviamente lo velocizzerò. Il massimo che posso fare è 999% di velocità. Ci sarebbe anche oltre, però dopo mi si inceppa. Quindi la velocità che è massima che posso fare, appunto. Quindi andiamo nella sala da tè, Komore, come che lo si pronuncia. Ed ecco.
I see. So Kujo Sara's... I wonder if we should try establishing...
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo's, in her eyes, if our true motives were ever divulged...
True. Though if we are now one step... You're turning out to be...
Indeed. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, it is time we make ready...
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Yes, which reminds me. And the number of samurai out enforcing the
A ceremony, you say? Why would...
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us.
You do present a good. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us.
E
Tell
poi
me,
nella
what
prossima
would you
missione che
suggest?
faremo, nel prossimo video, ci sarà un problemino, ossia che visto
I'd
dobbiamo
say a
combattere con Shogun
celebratory
Raiden,
feast is in
saremo
order. Might
ricercati
I
in tutto
suggest an
Inazuma.
evening of hot pot Funny enough,
A hot pot game? What's that?
simply put, every person prepares an ingredient. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the. Don't you think it sounds like fun?
You really do want to play. Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to get. Let's see what we've got here. Nice! You can't go wrong with.
Tutti si godono l'innocuo hot pot,
Paimon never thought we'd be the
che
only
è
ones to
praticamente una
actually
parodia
put
di hot dog
anything
a quanto
edible in.
pare.
This was possibly the scariest.
You can say that again. But hey, at least I got the most points.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. The soup, even with a traveler's normal ingredients.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think boiling cakes in hot pot.
I must apologize. To be perfectly.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay.
Dopo un po'.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong.
Perhaps I did get a little carried away. I think my luck is already taken. So without further ado,
Oh, bro.
Good effort, team.
Yes. If the Tenryo come in with the extra time.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. Downtime is hard to come by. I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our...
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should...
Bye, Tom. Seems we won't need...
Finalmente, ragazzi. Abbiamo finito. E ora, che sapendo, non possiamo fare la prossima missione. Esatto. Perché prima devo fare la missione. Devo fare una missione insieme a Yoimiya e l'altra insieme... una insieme a Yaki e l'altra insieme a Yoimiya. Vediamo le ricompense. Guarda, io comunque spero tanti... comunque anche se non troverei Skirk appunto nel secondo account. Comunque... Cioè, spero di trovarla, però comunque anche se non la trovo spero di trovare cose buone, o comunque almeno un nuovo 5 stelle. Che sia Cici, però l'importante è che almeno mi troverò un 5 stelle quando uscirà Skirk, perché veramente mi sto impegnando tanto. Comunque qua dietro c'è una cassa che c'erano quanti mora? 180.000. Ragazzi, abbiamo finito. Bene, abbiamo fatto tutti gli incarichi, ma andiamo a prendere le... Quindi ok. Abbiamo fatto anche le prime 2 missioni di Inazuma, sì, perché la scorsa l'abbiamo fatta l'altra volta, anche se era ambientata a Liyue, era una missione di Inazuma. Bene, ora andiamo a prendere il commosse da Catherine. Vedrete, poi benissimo prendere da Catherine come non detto, non posso usare i teletrasporti, non so per quale ragione. Aiuto.
Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Ma non era finita la missione?
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like to request. But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yash.
Individual request?
Correct. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, a few days ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings when I found a notebook. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And so, according to the notebook, their name is...
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl.
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do? You need us to find...
No. Her address is given. Please keep everything up. The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her. Exactly. That, and your...
You can count on us. We've done...
Wonderful.
Oh, we don't mind.
Thank you kindly.
Alright, sounds good.
Non ho capito cosa è successo adesso. Ma non me ne frega, lo facciamo nel prossimo video questo. No, questa qui era la missione con Ayaka, ma no, io non la voglio fare la missione con Ayaka. Io ora non vorrei dire una cosa, ma forse adesso posso usare i teletrasporti ora che abbiamo fatto questa missione qua. Bene, prendiamo le ricompense da deck, quindi vedete perché no, quindi non lo fai da chiesa di Inazuma? Perché se vado con chiesa di Inazuma inizio una missione che non vorrei iniziare. Quindi meglio andare dalla Catherine di Livia. Quindi ragazzi abbiamo finito. Quanto ci abbiamo messo non lo so. Prendiamo le ricompense delle grado avventura. Oh, 100 primogemme, non ha detto qualcosa di utile stavolta. E prendiamo le ricompense degli incarichi giornalieri.
Thank you for
Tra poco potrei arrivare anche alle grado avventura 30-33 mi sembra. Bene, e quanti poi possiamo fare? Ovviamente li faremo la prossima volta. 6, però 443 primogemme. Bene. Ok. Quindi possiamo fare 8 pull. Poi quando uscirà Skirk daranno tipo, non mi ricordo se erano o 2 o 3 pull di inizio versione, quindi potremo fare all'incirca 10 pull o forse anche di più. Nei prossimi giorni ovviamente continueremo a fare la missione con quindi con Emilia e con Ayaka. E poi una volta finita Inazuma faremo l'interludio di Liyue, perché non sapesse l'interludio di Liyue è iniziato, perché Genshin Impact l'ha fatto dopo Inazuma, non prima di Inazuma. Poi hanno fatto Sumeru, poi l'interludio di Sumeru non so quando l'hanno fatto, se l'hanno fatto dopo Fontaine, non lo so. No, dopo Fontaine no, era... Vabbè, comunque c'è stato l'interludio di Sumeru, l'interludio di Fontaine al momento ancora non c'è, ma forse lo faranno. L'interludio di Inazuma non credo ci sia. L'interludio di Mossa, la missione che abbiamo fatto con Albedo. Detto questo, io non ho altro da dire, ragazzi. Io spero che il video vi sia piaciuto. Fermiamoci qua che il video sta durando tantissimo, 1 ora e 39, ripeto, senza aver velocizzato nessuna delle parti, potrebbe durare anche di meno. Detto questo, spero che il video vi sia piaciuto e ci vediamo al prossimo video. Ciao!